school. I had a gun and a knife in my book bag, and sat down in the cafeteria table and fired a first shot through the book bag.
The teenage suspect in that shooting in Chardon, Ohio on Monday was charged today with 3 counts.
They all meant a lot to us. It's just really hard to figure out how I should feel about all this when they were all my friends.
Weaver was friends with the 3 who were killed. She was also once friends with the 17-year-old alleged gunman, TJ Lane.
They call him an outsider, an outcast.
He wasn't always like that. I remember middle school, he had a lot of friends.
When did you start to see the separation?
Since freshman year, I would go into the cafeteria. He'd be sitting there, by himself and everything. And, I feel like I failed as a friend because I should have, at least gone up to him and said, how was your day?
You okay, TJ?
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess so.
My name's Aaron Braley. We're going to get those off you here real quick. I'm going to get something to take care of your thumb there. All right? You feeling sick or ill or anything like that?
No.
No, just cold? Okay, we're going to get you some dry clothes to change into, okay?
All right.
Give us just a minute. Hey. What do you go by? Tom, TJ?
Usually TJ.
TJ, okay. What's your middle name?
Michael.
Your last name is Lane?
Yeah, I'm the third.
Okay. Your full first name is it Thomas?
Yeah.
Thomas?
Yes.
Okay. What's your date of birth?
September 19th.
Okay.
I'm 17.
Where do you live at?
11546 Wilson Mills Road.
What's your phone number there?
440-286-6484.
Go ahead and shut this. Give us a little privacy, okay? Okay, and who has custody of you right now?
Carol Nolan and Jack Nolan.
Okay. Those are your grandparents?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's an E at the end of Carol.
Okay, thank you. Okay, this is Detective Kelly here, okay? We're going to get those handcuffs off you.
Alright.
When we do that, we do need to take a look at your hands, okay?
Alright.
Go ahead and turn around for me. Just put that hand out your side there for a moment, okay?
Are you cold?
It's fine.
We're going to get him some clothes to change into here. They're wet.
Just leave your hands at your side. Go ahead and face this wall. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check your hands. I'm going to swab them, okay?
Jail
Case
clothes.
is sealed and I just opened it now.
Alright.
This is your right hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Just keep your hand there. Did you wash your hands at all?
Domino's doesn't do things by halves, unless it's price. Get 50% off pizza when you order on our
No.
Keep your hand at your side there.
They fell in water.
They fell in water
Yeah.
though? Yeah, keep your hand on your have a seat. I'm just gonna ask you a little bit of information, okay?
Alright.
What's your name?
Thomas Michael Lane.
Lane.
Yeah.
What today's date is, Michael? Thomas?
I don't know.
27th, sound right?
I think so.
It is. Did Detective Billis agree to your Miranda rights?
Yes.
You realize those Miranda rights still apply,
Yes.
even though you're out of his car and you're in here now?
Yeah.
There's Detective Kelly, I'm Detective Vetter. You know you're at the John County Sheriff's Office now?
Yeah.
Detective Grayley's this guy.
Do you know what kind of gun that was?
Ruger .22 long
We're
rifle.
moving over the
It was a Ruger long?
back to Billis with
No,
Miranda
like
rights
the-
and he's still.
Oh, it was a Ruger pistol?
Yeah, and I think the ammo was
Gun in
called
the pocket.
22
Yeah.
long rifle?
It's okay to treat that then?
What was that?
Okay to treat it then?
Yes.
Many shots were fired?
Yes.
Um,
Why don't we grab some warm clothes?
I got somebody working on it now. Frank is getting it. How big's that cut there on your feet?
Want to photograph that first, Aaron?
Yeah.
Let me grab the camera.
Can you stand up for just a minute, please, TJ? Okay. Just go ahead. What I want you to do is just, yeah, just like that. There you go. Thank you. Go ahead. Got some warm clothes coming for you.
I kill people. I don't need to be warm.
Maybe just a little bit, but that's what I got for right now. Okay. You want to come with me?
Anything else?
We'll go ahead and get you changed.
I can leave the room. You can change in here if you want.
Okay, that's fine.
Anything else?
No, I think we're good, thank you. Okay, step on over here where there's a little bit of room. Go ahead and change. Hey, Frank? Just something to put his clothes in. A couple of bags, please.
Like paper bag?
Yeah, a couple paper bags, please. Probably like 4 or 5. How cold was that water?
Not too cold when you're running.
Yeah.
Scoot up.
All right. TJ, can you tell me what happened?
I went to school, I had a gun and a knife in my book bag, and sat down in the cafeteria table and fired a first shot through the book bag, and then pulled it out with the knife in my left hand, I think the gun in my right hand, and fired all 10 shots in the clip, and just started running because I didn't want to hurt anybody else.
What time did you get to school today?
I don't know, regular time, I rode the bus there.
Why did this happen today?
I don't even know myself.
Is it something that you've been thinking about for a while?
No, like 2 weeks.
Okay. Was there something that happened 2 weeks ago that kind of...
Nothing. I have no problems with anybody. I don't really talk to many people, so I can't have problems with them.
When you said you were thinking about this for 2 weeks, what were you thinking about?
What I did. But, I don't know.
Well, I wasn't there, so can you tell me exactly what happened?
This morning. Well, I just explained that. What do you mean? Go into more detail?
Yeah.
Well, I was standing in the bathroom for a while.
Which bathroom?
The boys' bathroom, close, like, if you go in the front door and just go straight in and keep walking, you pretty much walk right in the boys' bathroom.
Right, it's by the gym and the cafeteria.
Yes. And I was sitting in there because I didn't want to do it. And then I think I went back and forth a couple times between sitting by my sister and going to the bathroom. And then I finally walked out and went to a different table at the far end. And then moved down towards a group of people, but I was at a table by myself. And then shot a first shot through the book bag to see if the gun would work.
You know, were you still seated at the table when that happened?
The first shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you know, after the round went through the book bag, do you know where the round struck?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't even know if I hit anybody, and I hope to God I didn't.
Do you think it went down to the floor, or do you think it went sideways or up into the air?
I think it might have hit somebody.
Okay. Any idea who?
You know, just random people.
And then what happened?
Then I stood up and just fired the clip in the time in the clip.
And what kind of gun was this?
Ruger pistol.
And where did you get this gun from?
I stole it from my uncle.
Which uncle?
His name's Danny Lane. It was left at his mother's house, which is my grandma, and he's off in college.
Okay.
When did you take the gun?
Yesterday.
Which grandma?
My grandma Lane, my actual grandma.
Okay. She lives up on Wilder?
Yes.
Okay. Where was the gun at her house?
Under a desk table thing in Danny's room.
And did you have to load this weapon yourself?
Yeah.
Or where did you find the ammunition for it?
On top of a table across the other side of the room.
Do you know what kind of ammunition it was?
.22 long rifle.
And is there any more of that ammunition in you?
There's some rolled up in a black shirt and somewhere in my room. I think my bottom drawer in my dresser. There's probably like 15 to 20. And he has more. I don't know how much he has.
How many magazines did you bring with you today?
2. One's in the gun, fully loaded, and one's somewhere outside the school or on the road near the skate park and driving somewhere home there. And that one's empty.
And again, you have no idea who you hit at all?
No,
What was your purpose for today?
I have no idea.
Is there anybody that you were upset with?
No,
Have you been upset about anything at all lately?
no,
You got a girlfriend?
no.
Did you have one?
I've had several random ones.
Any recent breakups?
No,
Okay. Upset with your parents for any reason?
no. Just
Upset with,
normal day.
upset with anybody at the school, any teachers,
I
principals, counselors?
I don't really, I go to Chardon in the morning and then go to Auburn Lake Academy, so I don't have any issues with anyone at Chardon because I'm only there for like 15 minutes.
You said this is something you've been thinking about for 2 weeks. About 2 weeks, okay. Can you tell me when it first entered your head, what that thought was?
I don't know exactly.
What gave you this thought, Tommy?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm sorry, but
You have to have something. Something's going on inside there, Tom. We're just asking
I know.
so we can understand.
Trying to understand it myself.
Where'd the idea come from?
I don't know.
Was it something you saw, maybe a movie? It gave you the idea, thought it would be kind of neat,
No.
different? Why? What?
Most of the time I thought about it, I didn't really want to do it.
So why did you?
I felt like it was forced. I don't know.
Forced from who?
Nobody could really force me to, so I don't know.
Hey Tom, my name's Officer DeLisa, the Chardon Police Department. What did you want to accomplish when in school today?
I don't know. I didn't accomplish anything.
When you first started thinking about this, did you know that the gun was at your uncle's house?
No.
When did you discover that?
Yesterday.
And did you tell anybody else what your plans were?
No.
Did you post it anywhere on Facebook or Twitter or
Nope.
send out texts or emails? Was there anybody else that was supposed to help you with this? Is there anything that you want to tell us or anything that you feel we really need to know?
No.
When you were shooting at people, did you pick any person in particular?
It was just a random small group of people.
Was the cafeteria full?
Yeah, there was a lot more people in the room.
You could have shot a lot more people,
I
Tommy.
didn't want to, that's why I started running.
What were you aiming for when you were shooting?
Anybody in the small group.
Were you aiming for their legs or their bodies or
Heads.
why their heads?
They were gonna be shot so they wouldn't die. Like they wouldn't be just laying there suffering, I guess.
Did you take any medications for anything?
No.
Have you ever been diagnosed with anything?
I think migraines.
Have you ever talked to a psychologist or a psychiatrist or anybody like that?
A psychologist a long time ago when I was younger. My grandma just made me go for really no reason. Nothing came up of it. We quit after like a couple things.
How long was a long time ago when you talked? Was it like a couple years? Or?
I think I might have been in 6th grade.
6th grade, okay. And you went more than once?
I think I went 2 or 3 times.
Do you know what that was for?
My grandma's just she said like because I didn't like school and you're supposed to like love school. There really was no good reason to go. Like it's just the way my grandma is.
Okay, that was what you didn't tell your grandma anything, or I mean, was it something you told her that sparked her, or just that she had a feeling that you didn't like school or you weren't doing good in school?
Well, I mean, I always would say I didn't like going to school
Okay.
when I was younger.
How about now? Do you like going to school now?
I mean, now it's not. It's not as bad, I guess.
But would you say that you like school?
I mean, of course, I'd rather be doing other things, but it's not terrible.
Do you participate in any sports or after-school activity or anything like that?
No.
Just school?
Yeah.
Did you apply to any colleges?
I just recently started being interested in college, and I was in the process of applying to Lakeland. And then I was going to go to transfer to whatever to become a psychologist. Now that's wasted.
Now you said you had 3 magazines, right?
2.
Oh, 2?
Yeah.
There was one in the gun, and you
one,
said you dropped one?
One outside near the high school or near the skate park on that road somewhere there.
Like what state park are you talking about?
Skate park.
Oh, skate park, okay.
School, yeah.
Did you go through the student parking lot? That area?
No, that road right next to the skate park on the other side, going down the hill to, there's like a porta potty. And
oh yeah, that gets you back to the tennis courts and all that.
Yeah.
You ran down that and then you dropped it somewhere along that road?
That road or closer to the school.
Yeah, what
Okay.
door did you run out of the school? Right down the hall off of the cafeteria going
Yeah, just straight out
towards the student parking lot?
toward the student parking lot.
Okay, so you didn't go through the bus area, you went right out.
Yeah.
Okay, there's that little parking area just outside the school, and then there's the,
Yeah.
okay, you ran out that door.
Yeah, straight out that door and then went left a little bit.
Okay, down the steps and
Yeah.
that way, okay. Well, do you have a car there?
No.
No, okay, how'd you get to school?
Bus.
Okay. Were there any rounds in that mag that you dropped or no?
0.
How do you know that there weren't any rounds left?
Because there's 10 in the clip, and I wasn't counting how many I did, but when I pulled the trigger, nothing came out for the 10th time.
Did you change clips in between?
When I was running, yeah.
Okay. When you were running where?
Away. Like, somewhere outside. It's about the time when I dropped it.
Okay.
Outside, like near the school or near the skate park around there.
So you had the one clip in when you went in.
Yeah.
You didn't change it till you were outside the school and everything was over?
Yes.
How did you know how to operate that gun? Have you used it before?
No, I've never used it. And,
have you ever shot a gun before?
Like twice, probably. Other than like paintball guns and that stuff. There was a manual, which is in the box. It's in my room. I skimmed through that.
Tell me about the sweatshirt you were wearing today.
I got that like what's today? Not like not this last weekend, but the weekend before that. I think at Hot Topic.
Did you pick that specifically to wear today?
I've worn it a couple times. I don't know.
Did you wear it today knowing what was going to happen today?
I mean, not like I I guess, yeah. Yeah.
When you bought it, was it to wear today when this happened?
Not specifically, but I did.
I'm a little confused. Can you explain that to me then?
I mean, I've worn it before. It wasn't like just for today.
Okay. Okay, once you ran from the school, you said you ran out the door and then you dropped one of the magazines as you were reloading. Where did you go from there?
Down, like, past the tennis courts and stuff, through the grass, and then, just straight into the woods from there. And just kept going through the woods until I reached some road with a bridge. And then I sat under some giant piece of bark, like, there's like a hillside and like a indented part. And I sat in there and there was a piece of bark above me. And I was waiting for cops to come and turn myself in. But I just decided to stop a normal car and ask them to call the cops.
And why did you do that?
Because I killed people.
Well, I don't know that anybody's
I hope not.
killed you.
I mean, I shot at them, that's bad enough.
How did that make you feel, Tom?
Terrible.
How did that first shot? Your first shot was in the book bag, right?
Threw it. Like,
Right.
into
It
a
was
crowd
while
of
it was in
people.
the book bag.
Yeah.
You said you was to see if it worked.
Yeah. And
And then after that, that first shot when you're actually aiming at somebody, how did that feel?
terrible. That's why I don't know for sure if I've even hit anybody, because I just wanted to get out of there. And I just pulled the trigger as many times as possible and ran.
Did anybody talk to you or have you do this, or did you?
No. I don't know, like, I don't know. I just did it.
When you were sitting in that first table, and you shot that first round through the book bag, who else was sitting there?
Nobody at that table had no one on it.
Okay, was there anybody near you?
The small group of people that was in front of me at the next table that I'm in.
Any idea who they were?
No.
Did you recognize anybody today?
No.
Did Sadie know that this was going to happen?
No.
Les Mills is up before the alarm.
You didn't say anything to her? Did you tell her goodbye or anything like that?
No.
Is there another student with you today, a friend with you today when this was going on?
No.
Okay, so you didn't tell anyone, no one?
Nobody knows. It's not like me.
Was there anything else in that book bag? Any other weapon in that book bag?
That knife, which I took with me and dropped.
Why did you bring a knife with you?
Just if I was going to be shooting people, it's another weapon, I guess. I don't know. Just self-defense. If people, like I say, I was reloading, I guess I'd have still something. And then I didn't want to use it at all. It'd be terrible to stab somebody, so I just ran.
I'm sorry, you may have mentioned this before, but you had 10 rounds in the magazine. You loaded up, what, just before school then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just self-defense. If people, like,
Tell anyone, no one?
nobody knows. It's not like me.
Was there anything else in that book bag? Any other weapon in that book bag?
That knife, which I took with me and dropped.
Why did you bring a knife with you?
Just if I was going to be shooting people, it's another weapon, I guess. I don't know. Just self-defense. If people, like I say, I was reloading, I guess I'd have still something. And then I didn't want to use it at all. It'd be terrible to stab somebody, so I just ran.
I'm sorry, you may have mentioned this before, but you had 10 rounds in the magazine. You loaded up, what, just before school then?
Yeah.
Okay. And again, I'm sorry, you may have said this before I got here.
It's all right.
Okay, so you took the gun yesterday from your uncle.
Yeah.
Okay, and does your uncle live with you guys?
No.
Okay.
I live with my Nolan grandparents, and he's off in college, but normally he lives with his Lane grandparents.
Okay. Where does your uncle live at? And that was like Uncle Dan, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wild there.
Okay.
Which house on Wilder? The one at the very end? Because there's a couple houses that are lanes on Wilder.
That's their old house, and now I think I know what you're talking about. I think that is their old house, and now that my other aunt and uncles live there, they live like the second one down.
With the big rocks that line the
Yeah,
driveway. Okay.
So you said you got that yesterday? They didn't know anything about it? Did they know about it?
No.
Okay. Where did you get the ammunition, the bullets from?
In the same room.
Okay. Did you take a box out, or did?
There was a box, and I just grabbed a handful.
Okay. And where's? Okay. So you left the box, or you just grabbed a handful?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you said you loaded the magazines today.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Sorry, last night.
Okay. And then you're sure you specifically put 10 rounds in there?
10 in each. Yeah.
Okay.
The manual said 10.
Okay, 10 in each magazine.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. Tom, I'm a little confused. Now, you used up the first 10 rounds.
Yes.
Right? And I thought you said you changed the magazine out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you shut off those other 10 rounds?
No, the 10 are all still in the gun.
Okay, they are. Okay. I thought you said that was empty. There were no bullets in that magazine.
The one laying on the ground is empty. Like I shot out the first 10, dropped that out, and put a brand new one in.
Okay, that's what I wrote. Okay. So there should be still 10 rounds in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I turned the safety on, dropped it in the snow right with the knife on the side of the road.
And you're positive you used all 10 rounds?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there at any time, I mean, how did you know that?
I pulled it an 11th time and it just clicked.
Okay.
And then when I pulled it out, I looked inside the thing to see if there was any still in there, and there wasn't.
Okay. Were you pointing it at someone at that time?
When
you pulled it and it clicked?
I think the initial big group of people, I just kept pulling it.
Where was your sister during all of this?
At the table I usually sit at, which is like in the middle of the cafeteria.
Does she always sit with you in the morning?
Yeah.
Did you expect her to be there this morning when you were thinking of this?
Yeah, but I moved down to the opposite end of the cafeteria.
And this first period of the day, is that a study hall for you, or is that before homeroom?
That's before I was about to get on a bus to go to Auburn.
Okay, so that's the staging area for your Auburn. So everybody in that room was going to Auburn?
No, just like half the people, I guess. Maybe less than half.
Well, why don't you take me through it, Tom? What this morning once when you got up in the morning, what was your routine?
Eat breakfast, brush my teeth, get dressed, normal stuff.
Okay.
That's it.
What did you put it in your pocket, in your book bag?
Straight in a book bag.
Okay. Then what do you want to your bus stop?
Just walked with the book bag in my hand on the bus.
Okay. And it dropped you off in the school, and what happened next?
I went and sat down for a while, then went to the bathroom, and went back and forth in the cafeteria to the bathroom a couple times, I think. And then went and sat down at the far table and then started shooting.
What do you mean the far table?
Like,
Is it like when you walk in the cafeteria, if I'm looking at the cafeteria,
Yeah.
on this side or is it on this side?
Well, alright, if you walk straight in the high school and then turn left, you're in the cafeteria. You go that way, or that way, it'll be that way. If that makes sense.
Closer to the windows or closer to the gym?
Closer to the gym.
Okay. All right.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's two sets of doors that
Yeah.
go into that cafeteria.
Actually, there's three sets of doors,
Three
right?
doors.
Right, because there's a set on the gym and then
Isn't
there's
there
two.
four actually? They go in the cafeteria.
I know there's one in that hall, there's three in that hallway, and then if you go on to the gym, you got a couple more. But you went in that first door?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, were you talking with anyone?
Mhm.
Okay. No. Roughly what's the time period once you enter the cafeteria to when you decided to take out the gun?
It was a while. It was like probably a half hour. Yeah, probably half hour. It had to have been a half hour because I was about to get on the Auburn bus.
Okay. And you said you went to the bathroom?
Yeah,
Once, twice?
probably twice, 3 times.
Okay. And the gun was in the book bag the whole time? Okay. Until you decided to take it out?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, like I said, you were just sitting at the table. You know, tell me about when you were sitting at the table and when the actual incident happened, when you took out the gun and started firing.
I was just sitting there. And I wasn't gonna do it, but I don't know.
I like it. Yep, it's mine. The prices blow my mind.
I was forced to, so I just did it and then wanted to stop, so I just wasn't really looking, just pulling the trigger and then ran.
Now, were you sitting at the table with the students that you shot, that you fired upon?
No, table next to them.
So you were on the right or the left side of them?
Be right.
Okay, on the right.
Yeah.
And like you said, you took the gun out and you just pointed?
Yeah.
I was gonna have him draw a picture of the
Okay.
cafeteria
All right.
and show us where he was sitting.
Alright.
Because I am getting the right and left
Yeah.
turned around, and facing where and who.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, did you? Okay.
Which table were you sitting at?
This one right here.
Where was Sadie sitting?
Probably like here or here.
And when you shot, which direction did you shoot?
Through here, these people. The rest of this table is empty. And there's like a bunch of people all over those tables. And these are. There's like random ones. If that makes sense.
Can you initial that for me?
Where's the parking lot in relation here?
The one that I ran out of. Out this door. A hallway. Okay. You just go straight down. There's a door. And the parking lot's like here.
Yeah, there's a ramp that goes down.
Yeah.
So you felt like you were forced to do this. Can you explain that to me?
I don't know, it doesn't really make sense, but that's what I thought.
Was there anything at all that you were hoping to gain or accomplish by this?
No, it gained me nothing. Sucked.
For fame, notoriety,
I don't like attention.
Get even with anybody?
Nope. I don't have a problem with anybody.
Okay, you got up in the cafeteria. You said you fired randomly?
Into a small group of people, yeah.
Okay. And where did you say that you were aiming at, the small group of people?
Mostly like upper body area.
Okay. And why did you say that you did that?
Like if they're gonna be shot, they would just die quicker, I guess.
Okay.
I would assume.
So you really didn't want them to suffer?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember how many rounds you fired from the gun at that time?
10, the whole clip.
Oh, the whole clip in the cafeteria?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that was when you fired, you said the 11th clicked.
Yeah.
And then what, you realized what?
I needed to reload, but I didn't want to. I just ran.
Okay. So you ran out that door, because there's that door right, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So you ran all the way down to the hallway? Okay, and then you went out that back door where the parking lot is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you fire any other rounds from the gun when you were running down the hallway here?
No.
Okay. You didn't fire in any classrooms or anything like that?
No.
I mean, is it possible you could have done it?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I just ran.
Okay. So you ran out that door, because there's that door right, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So you ran all the way down to the hallway? Okay, and then you went out that back door where the parking. That was when you fired, you said the 11th clicked.
Yeah.
And then what, you realized what?
I needed to reload, but I didn't want to. I just ran.
Okay. So you ran out that door, because there's that door right, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So you ran all the way down to the hallway? Okay, and then you went out that back door where the parking lot is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you fire any other rounds from the gun when you were running down the hallway here?
No.
Okay. You didn't fire in any classrooms or anything like that?
No.
I mean, is it possible you could have done it?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Do you remember how many students that you hit? Can you recall how many students that you hit?
I don't know if I actually hit anybody.
Okay.
There's probably like 9 in the group.
Okay. And they were all sitting at this one table, or were they?
Yeah, and they're all sitting at one table.
Okay.
Was it the table right across from you?
Yeah.
Were they facing you? Because I know some of them's
Were-
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were just randomly shooting? It didn't matter if they're facing you or not facing you?
Yeah.
And how quick did you pull that trigger? Was it boom, 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 or were you actually aiming at each person?
I mean, I moved it like down the line, kind of, but it was as quick as I could pull.
Did you say anything when you were doing this?
Nope.
Okay.
Why did you wear the sweatshirt today? Did that have meaning to you?
Well, not really meaning. I've worn it a couple of times. It just there was no meaning to
There's
it.
no purpose to that shirt?
No.
So like, so when you're running down the hallway, at no time you entered any other classrooms, or maybe you fired in any classrooms as you were running by?
No, I didn't.
Okay. And you weren't with anyone? And besides the gun in your book bag, you said you had a knife too?
Yeah.
Okay, then you ran out that door, went down by the swimming pool, that drive that takes you down by the tennis courts.
Yeah.
And then would you just run straight through those woods? Okay. Do you have a cell phone or anything like that?
I do.
Okay, did you call anyone or?
No, I left it at home.
You left it at?
Why did you leave that at home too?
I didn't need it for anything.
Don't you normally take it to school now?
Yeah, usually every day.
Why not today?
You wouldn't need to call anybody if I was shooting at people.
What was your plan for what happens after?
There was no plan. I was just gonna shoot people, but then I didn't want to, and I ran.
Where were you going to run to?
Nowhere. There really is nowhere to go after you just killed people or possibly killed people. Just didn't want to do it, so I just started getting out of there.
Had you thought ahead of time what you might do afterwards?
No.
Any thoughts of how life would be after this happened?
I mean, figured I'd probably get shot. There's really no escaping. And you shoot people, they're gonna find you.
Did you think you were going to die today?
I don't know. I'm a teenager, so I think I'm invincible, but probably. I've never really been hurt bad, so I can't really visualize what it's like, so I didn't really know, but I figured if I was being reasonable, I probably would.
I mean, did you have thoughts about hurting yourself today?
No.
Okay. Now, after what you did you possibly want someone else to hurt you in any way?
No.
Or even going into it? I know you said you don't really think you think you're invincible and all that, but you didn't have any aspirations of hurting yourself or making someone try to hurt you in any way?
No.
How are you feeling right now?
The words remorseful or regretful just threw everything away. It didn't make sense. It's pointless. No. Other people are paying for it. Possibly.
What do you think's going to happen to you, TJ?
I have no idea.
Hey, TJ, what is your cell phone number, even though you didn't have it?
1440 321 0625.
And who's your carrier on that? Is Verizon, AT&T?
It's like one of those ones where you buy a card and pay for minutes. I think it would be Verizon, but I'm not positive. I think it's called a track phone, whoever does that.
Mm-hmm. Track phone.
Yeah, I guess.
Where did you purchase that at?
Walmart.
Chardon?
Chardon.
How long ago?